Hello, good evening. I am June Martin Munden and my report is all about Gantt chart. I have here an example of a Gantt chart excerpted from the Department of Education task. So by the way, what is a Gantt chart? A Gantt chart is a type of bar chart that illustrates a project module named after its inventor, Henry Gantt, in the year 1861 to 1919, who designed such a chart around the years 1910 to 1915. The modern Gantt charts also show the dependency relationships between activities and current schedule status. So we have here the example, and each task is dependent on the predecessor of the task. So this is a typical uh, chart from the Department of Education. Let's start with the March 2 target, March 2 to 8, March 9 to 15, March 16 to 22, and the last one is March 23 to 29. Let's start with the green color. The green color, the task, by the way, I have distributed the task into 8 disciplines of the Department of Education. So I have here the green one. This is the task of the Araling Palipunan and the ESP department. Their task is to make a plan about the mid-year performance review and evaluation. And by the way, this the length of the color, this one, the length of the bar represents the duration of the task, meaning since I have provided the target dates or the time frame for March 2 to 8, their target is to make the entry within 5 days. Within 5 days. This one. After making the entry within 5 days, because it is a collaborative effort of the Araling Palipunan and ESP department, they will use, on the second stage, they will use the entry output so that they will proceed to the next task for the AIP or the annual improvement plan, because they will uh, they will use the EMPRE information to the AIP to include on the annual improvement plan and how the EMPRE performs in, in the scheduled dates. So the blue one, of course, this is the task of the English and the Filipino department, AIP. Target dates March 9 to 15. After that, they will use the AIP and EMPRE information to the school improvement plan on the target dates March 16 to 22 by the MAPE and the TLA department. So again, once the once the task is not performed well or not finished within 5 days, of course, the entire chart uh, will be adjusted also from the target dates. See, for instance, the MAPE and the TLE department has to work on the SIP or have to work on the SIP from March 16 to 22, and they did not come up on the target dates. So probably they will extend in making the SIP for another couple of days. So probably the March 23 to 29 targets of the PPMP, of course, will be adjusted also. So I mean, uh, that's interdependency, meaning it's a prerequisite. You cannot you cannot proceed to the other task if the previous tasks are not uh, I mean are not finished. So after the MAPE and the TLE finished making the SIP, Of course, the Science and Mathematics Department will collate all the information the Empre AIP SIP to include on the PPMP or the Project Procurement Management Plan. So all the expenses, all the projected expenses of the Empre AIP and SIP will be reported to the or will be included to the PPMP from March 23 to 29, and that is the last task. And what is good about this Gantt chart, it is useful for progress tracking and progress reporting, but not so great for planning and organizing because they have no lines or no interdependencies. That's all, and thank you.